Yeah, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Black Trey from Your Kicks, Your Network, bring you another one. So, we have reached trade deadline 2021 for the NBA season. And man, I thought it was going to be quiet, but there were quite a few deals. You know how they do, man. So, you know what I mean? A lot of teams felt like, there wasn't a lot of things that they could do to win the championship. So, we're going to go through these trades. We're going to go through these buyouts. We're going to see what it is. We're going to see what it is and see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? I see my Bulls. We had a nice little pickup, so we're going to get into that. With no further ado, let's get into it. All right, so let's get it started, man. So much for a quiet trade deadline, right? Many deals were struck, like chaos, like usual. Kyle Lowry, we thought he was going to be moved, but still on the Raptors. Vucevic, my Bulls, seems like we got him. So that's a good look. He's definitely a good offensive player. Evan Fournier went over to the Celtics. Aaron Gordon on the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon over to the Nuggets. Followed him out of Orlando. Orlando, they done got rid of everybody. They got rid of Vooch, Fournier, Gordon. Damn, Oladipo's on Miami. Okay. And Bielitsa, George Hill to Philly. There's a lot of moves, man. All right, so here we gonna get into it, all right? So we got 1/19. So we got JJ Redick going to Dallas. I like this move right here. So the trade is the Dallas Mavericks get Nicolo Melli and JJ Redick. The New Orleans Pelicans receive James Johnson, Wesa Indu, and a 2020 second round pick. I like this for the Mavs because, their offense is already OD, and then now they got Redick. Jeez, Nicola Melli, I'm not really too familiar with. I don't even think he was getting much playing time on New Orleans, honestly, but New Orleans, they haven't been good. It doesn't seem like they're making the playoffs. So, they figured they get rid of Redick, put Redick on a team that could actually do something. I like him with the fit, man. Redick, Luka, you got Porzingis. They look like a nice little squad over there. All right, so let's see what they're saying. So JJ Redick's heel injury caps the immediate optimism in which this deal can be viewed. Who knows what it'll look like upon a return. He's 36, and it took a while for his outside shooting to normalize. At the same time, the price of admission, Redick's next act is inconsequential enough for the Mavericks. Anyone claiming to have a three-point shooting issues is working with outdated samples. He is a beast, man. And healthy Redick gives Dallas offense one of the most best. He gives him one of the best three-point shooters in the league. His career average is 41.5%, so that's 4 out of 10 shots for his whole career. That's really not bad when you think about it. When people jumping in your face, like, he is a really good shooter. So I really like this for what the Mavs did. Really like what they're doing. Pelicans, they said they gave him a B on that. They just given up, got rid of a veteran, got a pick. Let's see what it is. All right, so now we got Victor Oladipo to Miami. I think that was good. So Houston Rockets receive Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, 2022 first round pick, swap rights, and the Heat get Oladipo. I definitely don't like it for the Rockets because Olynyk when you get a first round pick, yeah, whatever. But Miami's been pretty good, so their first round pick probably isn't going to be that good. Avery Bradley, but he wasn't doing anything on Miami anyway. And they want to shore up the roster. Kelly Olynyk, I liked him as a shooter, but I guess as a big man, he wasn't really he's stretching the floor, but I guess they want some guards. So guard play, Victor Oladipo is still doing his thing. So yeah, I like this for him. They gave the Heat an A on this. Trading for a soon-to-be free agent, you have the cap space to sign outright is always a shaky proposition. Well, provided you give up any long-term value, but it was only Kelly Olynyk that they gave up, and his minutes next to Bam, he was just pretty much a shooter on the outside. They still got Trevor Ariza, Andre Iguodala, and they got rid of Bradley. Yeah, so whatever on that. All right, so we got Lou Williams back to Atlanta. Okay. So the Hawks will receive Lou Williams, 2023 second-round pick, 2027 second-round pick in cash. The Clippers receive Rajon Rondo. Damn, why they did that? I don't know. I guess they wanted to shore up their offense. Oh yeah, Rondo missed. It says Rondo's injury. He was hurt for like most of the season, I guess. It's whatever. Uh, they're both veterans, and either way, they gave the Hawks an A on that. I really, honestly, don't care either way. Lou Williams he's a scorer, and I guess the Hawks need scoring. But from watching them, it looks like they need defense, honestly, to me. But whatever. Clippers get a D. And who did they get? Rondo. Yeah, nah, they bugged out for that one. That was stupid. All right, so Daniel Gafford to Washington. Oh, why did they even pick that fool, man? All right, so let's see what we get. All right, so the trade. The Bulls, we fucking cleared house, it looks like. All right, so Luke Cornett, the Celtics get, and Maurice Wagner. Bulls receive Troy Brown Jr., Javonte Green, Daniel Theis in cash, and the Wizards receive Daniel Gafford and Chandler Hutchinson. Celtics get a B. Luke Cornett and Mo Wagner are probably temporary gets with free agency on the horizon. That's fine. Daniel Theis is hitting free agency. They wanted to get rid of him. Yeah, so the Celtics had a lot of players. Like, they had a lot of draft picks over the past few years, and, not a lot of the players that they had were good. So I guess it's okay. Let's see. Resident Trampoline Daniel Gafford is intriguing prospect, but he no longer had a path clear to minutes because they just traded for Vucevic and have made Thaddeus Young at the 5 minutes a thing. Gafford would be sitting on the roster as a third or fourth big man. He's okay. He's like an energy bag, so we didn't really need him. They gave the Wizards an A. The Wizards suck. Straight up and down. That's it. All right, so Nemanja Bjelica, I like him. He's a really good player. So the Heat was definitely trying to put in some work. So the Heat, they get Nemanja Bjelica, and the Kings get Maurice Harkless and Chris Silva. Harkless, he was all right. Like, he was decent. I think he was on, Portland a couple years ago? But he hasn't been doing anything last couple years. So, they got Bjelica could play. I give him that. Miami's offense needed another frontline option, losing Jay Crowder in free agency. Bjelica should provide at least some of it. He doesn't have the same off-the-dribble range, but he is an unadulterated floor spacing. Yeah, he does. He shoots. He's definitely a shooter, that's for sure. They gave the Kings an A. I ain't really with it. All right, so George Hill to Philly. I think this is a good move for them. They trying to win a championship, so they need ball handlers because they use Simmons at the point, and though he is good at the point, he's still he's scared to score, man. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Dunk the ball, Get a freaking mid-range game. Do something. You got some weird hook shot thing. Come on, bro. You big. You playing the point. You got a size advantage against everybody. I'm crossing you, and you got handles, bro. You just got no shot. I'm crossing you up and getting to them, dunking on you. They can't. How can a guard block you, bro? Go up and jam on them. So whatever. So I don't know how they're gonna plan to run this now. But George Hill to Philly, I like it. Let's see what the trade is. All right. So New York receives Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier, second round pick. Oklahoma City gets Tony Bradley, Austin. Oh, damn, they traded Austin Rivers? I thought Austin Rivers was doing iron on the Knicks, though. I don't know. 2025 second round pick, 2026 second round pick, and Philly receives Ignaz Brazdeikis. I haven't really been keeping up with this season 2 OD, but yeah, so I don't even know who that is. But George Hill, that's a good pickup for him. They gave the Thunder a B, which what they got? Picks, they give them B's for them picks, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have got rid of Austin Rivers. I like what he was doing over there. I would have got rid of Payton. I'm not really a big fan. I liked him initially, but I don't really like him. And then the Sixers with Hill, they wanted Lowry, but the media wanted Lowry in Philly. The media be trying to push for their narrative, and when it don't go their way, then they be giving the teams these weird grades. But George Hill is a good pickup for him. He can play. He can ball out. All right, so Portland and Toronto swap wings. So Portland gets Norman Powell, pretty decent player, and Toronto receives Rodney Hood and Gary Trent Jr. Rodney Hood and Gary Trent, they wasn't doing nothing on Portland, and Portland could make a little push. I doubt that, Norman Powell ain't going to bring you nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? But he's definitely better than Rodney Hood and Gary Trent, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see what they say. Someone else might need to explain the Blazers' logic. This moves feel unnecessarily lateral. Yeah, but Norman Powell, he's better than both of those dudes. Yeah, Rodney Hood used to be good. Like, when he first came out, I thought he was, like, all right. But, yeah, this is Gary Trent Jr. has gone cold from the floor in recent weeks, but that slump is going to normalize. How do you know that? They be talking some shit, bro. I just be like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Maybe the Blazers are nervous about his free agency restricted. Why would you be nervous? Y'all don't want to pay him? I'll say you traded him. Okay. But they can't feel much better about Norman Powell's next price point. They're trying to, I can see what the Blazers are doing. They're trying to get better. They bring in Melo. They're bringing in players. People don't want to go to Portland, so they got to try and get better through trades. Free agency, they don't go over there, so they do what they can. The Raptors get an A. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Raptors ain't getting nothing. And they just won a championship like the year before, so why do they get an A for nothing? For a lateral move that you're complaining to Portland about, but then you give the Raptors an A. I'm not even gonna read that. All right, so I did like this move though. Aaron Gordon to Denver, dope. I like that. Aaron Gordon, he's been stuck down there, so I definitely I'm gonna be tuning into the Denver games to see what it is, because I like Aaron Gordon over there. He got some ball handling and all that. Like, the Nuggets, they're a sneaky team. Like, the thing with the Nuggets, they got mad young players and they're pretty good. Like, their offense is crazy, and then it's like all they need is like a veteran or like a superstar over there or something. You know what I mean? And especially with LeBron out for a couple weeks, man. Yo, it would be crazy if they won a chip based off of this. That would be insane. They wouldn't win if the Lakers had AD and LeBron, though. I know that for sure. They're definitely not winning. But, it is what it is. All right, so let's see what they say about the Nuggets. So, this is the quintessential midseason get for the Nuggets. Exactly the type of player that they need to fortify their defense against two Western Conference superpowers that pose two impossible front court covers. Aaron Gordon is much better suited for a tussle with Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard than anybody else on the roster. Well, I was going to say, these niggas bugging. But no, that's actually true. Because I'm thinking about who they got on their roster. They have no defenders at all. Gary Harris used to be all right, but he can't guard AD, LeBron, Paul. He can't guard none of them dudes. He's small. They are relative. They're big, but they're small. They're big men are not really big men. They're not imposing. But their offense is crazy. They can shoot and pass. They have a lot of really good fundamental players. And Porter Jr., I like him too. So the lineups with Michael Porter Jr. and Joker, front court have been suspiciously stingy so far. Opponents aren't shooting well from deep, blah, 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 blah. You add him to the mix. So I'm wondering what they're going to roll that out as. So Gordon, because Gordon basically plays the 4. They're probably going to play him at 3, I guess. Because, actually, they don't have any 3s. But what would be dope, though? Michael Porter, he's a little slow, but if they can get him down to the 3, I'd actually be all right, because he's tall, man. But you know what? That may not be good. Keep him at the 4, because then he's playing against, Paul George's and... I don't think LeBron plays at the 3 anymore. I think LeBron either runs the point or is at the 4. So I don't know. But I think that's a good look for him. They gave the Magic a B for getting rid of everybody. But the Magic been a playoff team that always loses in the first round, for a long time. So whatever. Evan Fournier to Boston. This is a good look. I think this is good for Boston. Got to get a nice scorer. Boston gets Evan Fournier. Magic received Jeff Teague and 2 second-round picks. Magic ain't going nowhere. But, Evan Fournier, he's definitely, he's a 20-point per game scorer for sure. So, that works. That works for him. They gave him an A. They gave the Magic a D. But the Magic get a D automatically. I hate my team, the Bulls. I hate what we're doing right now. But you know what? We got Vucevic. So that's a good look, man. So we get Al-Farouq Amino. Ooh, I don't like that dude, bro. I don't like his game. Not him personally. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of him. And Vucevic can score, though. I give him that for sure. We got rid of Porter Jr. Okay, we can get rid of Wendell Carter. That's crazy that they gave up on Carter Jr. That's crazy. And a 2021 first-round pick, top 4 protected. they don't have any faith in, and of 2023 first round. So they must be trying to re-sign this dude. That's crazy. They gave 2 picks to get this guy. Wow. This time spending too much, spent romanticizing future first round picks and what they could become. There could be those who criticize the Bulls for buying rather than selling. This writer might be one of them. Chicago is betting heavily on the future built around Zach LaVine. I will give him that, but that's offense. There is no defense there. That's not a bad gamble by a stretch. Vucevic is averaging 24.5. Yeah, he's a scorer though. 11 rebounds and 3.8 assists while banging 40% of his threes. Yeah, he's definitely a scorer. 2-man game with him and LaVine should be instant fire. Both LaVine and Kobe White will have driving lanes that they could only dream about before. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can see. I see where they're going with this. I like it. I like how they're building. Yeah, because I wasn't a big fan of Carter Jr. I was not a big fan of him at all. Yeah, I definitely was not a big fan of that dude. Nah, not even a little bit. But I like this trio though. So if they could keep building off this, because at first I was really hating what the Bulls were doing, but I like this now. I like where they're going. So we'll see how they do it. It says let me just see what they're saying about complicated still. The Bulls have punted on cap space this summer by choosing Vooch and Al-Farouq Amino, who owns a $10.1 million player option, which he will Amino, he's definitely going to exercise that. We need to get him out of here. Negotiating and extending LaVine's contract is, for now, a no-go. Magic got an A for this. Okay, whatever. All right, Terrence Davis to Sacramento. I'm not even really familiar with this dude. He was, from the Raptors, and then the Kings. The Raptors get Terrence Davis, and the Raptors get a 2021 second-round pick from Memphis. Doesn't move the needle. Okay, now we got Brad Wanamaker to Charlotte. I guess what position does this dude play? Brad Wanamaker has been up and down this year, and mostly down, but the Hornets could use another guard. Yeah, LaMelo Ball got hurt, so they need a guard. Landon Wanamaker does almost nothing to increase Charlotte's shot creation ranks, but the burden will fall on Devontae Graham, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, and Malik Monk. I mean, that's a decent amount of ball handlers, though. Golden State Warriors get cash. So yeah, Golden State Warriors, they have to cut money. So B's across the board. All right, Marquise Chris to San Antonio. You know what's funny? He's been like bumming. He may like go over to Sacramento and then all of a sudden start balling out. Like he's one that's like, you look at him like he's one like you look at him like he's all right at times, and then next thing you know, he just like will fall apart. It's ridiculous. Whatever, man. Yeah, you already know what it is. All right, so let's see. They gave the Warriors a B on this, and they gave the Spurs a B. Chris isn't expected to play this season after suffering a left ankle injury, but they got cold hard cash. Yeah. Rights to Golden State got rights to Katie Lalau. It must be an overseas player. Oh, okay. Matt, all right, so then what do we got? All right, so Toronto Raptors received 2021 second-round pick from Golden State, and the Jazz received Matt Thomas. No clue who this is. Matt Thomas is an actual flamethrower and costs $1.8 million for another season. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this dude, bro. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. So I guess they need shooting, and they got shooting. JaVale McGee to Denver. JaVale McGee can be a clown when he wants to, but he's size that they absolutely need. So, you know what I mean? That's not bad, actually. Hartenstein to Cavs, 2023 second-round pick, 2027 second-round pick. That's not bad. Actually, it's not, well, yeah, it's not bad for the Cavs. And it's not bad for the Nuggets either. They both gave them Bs. So, whatever. All right, so Delon Wright to Sacramento. All right, so the Pistons have been bugging. So, Pistons received Corey Joseph. 2021 second round pick. This from the Kings, right? Yep. And the 2024 second round. So they trade in seconds like they're nothing. Like they don't value the second round at all. Delon Wright from the Pistons to the Kings. Give him a nice ball handler, but whatever. What they say about the Kings? They gave the Kings a B+, and they gave the Pistons a B-. Two teams that ain't really doing nothing, so this trade is just like, yeah, whatever. PJ Tucker to Miami. All right, let's see how this worked. Okay, so Houston receives DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson, the right to swap their 2021 second round pick for Milwaukee's first round pick? Oh, wow, for 2021. Milwaukee's 2023 first round option unprotected. Damn, Houston made out like bandits. It's crazy. Milwaukee gets Rodion Kurucs and PJ Tucker, 2022 first round pick, their own, and 110,000 cash. Phoenix received Torrey Craig. PJ Tucker to the Bucks. They're trying, but I don't think that's gonna turn the needle. Rockets got a B, Bucks got an A because they're trying to win a championship, but Tucker's not gonna get you a championship. I'll tell you that right now. The Suns got an A for Craig acquisition. Nope. All right, Trevor Ariza to Miami. All right, so let's see. Trevor Ariza to Miami got rid of Myers Leonard in a 2027 second round pick. Yo, they just dealing picks like they are not playing. But Trevor Ariza, he's a good player, decent. He got to be for that. He's going for it. Because they made the finals, so now they're like, yo, LeBron's out. We can actually win a championship, so that's why they're going for it. The Thunder got an A, and the Heat got a B. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right, next up, the Clippers clear room under the hard cap. All right, so the Clippers received 2022 second-round pick, and they get rid of a cap and a one player clearing room. That's all they did. All right, so, yeah, that's basically it. Trade deadline. Notable trades. I would say I like what the Bulls did. I like what I like what the Nuggets did a lot. The Heat made moves. That was a good look. The Celtics, they got my man, which was a good look. I think that was a really good look for him. Other than that, I don't remember seeing any other moves that I was like, yo, would turn the needle. The Spurs, when they make a move, they'll grab a player and just like, I don't know about that player, and then all of a sudden they start balling out for the Spurs. So we'll see what they do with Marquise Chris. I don't like what the Knicks did. Charlotte, middle of the pack, but that's injury related. I don't like what the Raptors did. Yeah, I really don't. I don't like what a lot of teams did. The Suns didn't really do much, and they're like on top of the West right now too. And the crazy thing is, if you look at the Suns like a couple years ago, they was a joke. Portland, lateral moves, but of course they hating. But what else are they supposed to do? Oh, Philly with George Hill. I don't know if that is championship worthy for what they're trying to do, but you know what I mean. It's a good look. I think it makes them a better team, and they are number one. So we'll see what it does. See what else. The Hawks, nah, I wouldn't have did that, but I'm not a GM. The Heat took some chances, man. They trying to go. And I do like, the Redick to the Mavs. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. So, man, it's your boy Black Trey from your Kick to Your Network. You know what it is, man. So, this has been the 2021 trade deadline. We going to be covering more stuff, man. It ain't just kicks over here. It's a lifestyle, man. Your network, we bringing it to another level, man. So make sure you guys check in with me. You feel what I'm saying? You know what we doing, man. I'm out.